All right, a little bit of a random video here. I am showing you guys a video of a plant. I think the thing to understand with this plant was put in here by Brittany in the office, and this thing literally in the beginning was about as big as these little things in the middle here are. And it was just one little sprout that was coming out of a pot that was probably a third of the size of this roughly. It's been, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 months now. Sat in the same window here. Over that course of time, the thing's grown like crazy. And when I first got it, I was kind of like, this is kind of a goofy thing to have in here. Patients even made comments about how small the plant was, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, the thing started taking off, and it had like 2 leaves and 3 leaves and 4 leaves and 5 leaves, and it kept getting bigger. Then this like tentacle thing started growing out of the dang thing. And Brittany kept watering it. It got a lot of sunlight in here. It got to hang out with us during the day as well too. And it stopped growing. And it stopped growing probably about a month ago. And then Brittany's like, I gotta change this pot here. So she went and got this big pot here, took the plant home, switched it out. She sent me a picture of it as well too, of the roots in here. And she goes, it's root bound. And I was like, what the hell's root bound mean? Basically that plant started to strangle itself. It was in such a small pot that the roots started to like literally grow into each other, cut off the nutrient flow up to the plant. Therefore the plant stops growing at that point in time. Made sense. No matter how much the good environment, the good nutrients, the sun, the water, the good energy it was around, didn't help the plant grow because it wasn't capable of growing in the pot that it was in. And I was like, man, this is a great metaphor for a lot of different things. 2 things. Number 1, are you getting the energy and the things in your life that allow you to grow? The sunlight's the energy. What's the good energy around you that helps you grow, that challenges you a little bit, that puts you in an uncomfortable spot, that puts some heat on you. You need heat to grow. You need some challenges to grow. Secondly, you got to have water. You got to put something in that you can drink from. What is it you drink from on a daily basis? What's the physically? What do you consume? Mentally, what do you consume on stuff as well too? Physically, what do you do that's like a nutrient? Exercise, movement, things like that allow you to grow on there. So you need that external stuff, that environment that's going to allow you to grow in some capacity on there. It's got to challenge you. Secondly, the other metaphor with it was the plant pot. The pot allowed the plant to grow to a certain point, then it just stopped. It stopped. It caused the plant to basically just be paralyzed where it was at right then and there. As soon as that pot got bigger, I'm not kidding you, it's been 2 weeks and this thing's already taken off again. When the pot got bigger, the plant grew to fit the pot. And I say this in the fact that who are the people you're hanging around with? What's the environment that you're in right now that's created a pot that's too small for you to grow in? This sucks too because we get real cozy, real comfortable and cozy in that small little pot that we grew up in that we don't know anything different from. We like it because it's the same damn thing, but it's not allowing us to grow out and expand anymore on there. So what I'm telling you is that you got to start looking at like the people you surround, the environment you put yourself into, the things you read, the things you listen to, that's the pot. If the pot doesn't allow you to grow, don't expect to get any further than where you're at right now. Whether it's relationships, whether it's your work-related type stuff, whether it's your physical fitness, things like that. You need an environment around you that allows you to grow. And again, people, places, things, thoughts, stuff you put in front of you. You got to consider all that stuff. So again, you need the right nutrients. You need some heat in your life to challenge you a little bit. You need an environment that's going to allow you to grow and continue to grow with it. And sometimes you got to keep up leveling that environment around you over the course of time. So hopefully this plant gives you a little something to think about on here. Every time I look at it, I kind of remind myself as well too, how big is your pot? And you get enough heat in your life.